All right, welcome to the Not.a.prepper channel. I am Not.a.prepper. So I'm going to do another EcoFlow Delta 2 test. I'm actually going to use it on a window air condition unit. Obviously, every window air condition unit is going to be a little bit different. So obviously these results are not going to be the same for everyone. So I'm not even sure what this brand is. A hair, not sure how that's specifically supposed to be pronounced, but we're going to try it. So my particular window air condition unit, I believe it's about a 450 watt air condition unit. So here I'm turning it on. I'm voice-overing everything because you don't want to hear everything in the background. I got it plugged in, power's on. At this point I wasn't sure if I would even be able to run my air condition, but I know it's going to work here. So here I'm just showing that I got a full battery. It's at 100%. I'm deciding how I'm going to set this. So right now I've got it set for low. Got it on off, about to turn it on, and I flip it on. My temperature is set only around at 4 out of 10. So this is immediately drawing about 51 watts. So that's not too bad. It just dropped, saying that it would take it has about 14 hours drawing at this speed, or at this strength, pulling these 50 watts. I've also noticed that it runs a little high. When the EcoFlow Delta says how many hours you have, you're going to have a little bit less than that. All right, I'm still debating on how I'm going to do this, but right now it's set at a low speed. I'm just now flipping it to a higher speed so that we can see what it's actually going to look like. All right, by flipping it to a higher speed, it jumped from 50 to 61 watts per hour. My hours just dropped from 14 to 12 hours. But I haven't run it very much, so it's still showing at 100%. So on mine, the temperature adjustments, I just shifted it from 4 to 7. And when I do that, it's almost like a higher gear on the air condition unit. So it should be drawing considerably more power. Yeah, at this point, just by doing that, it jumped to over 300 watts, and it dropped to 3 hours, drawing that much energy. I think I'm going to leave it like this just to see exactly how long it will work. Okay, I guess I'm turning it back down. So I'm doing a couple tests here just to see what it actually does. Yeah, me doing that doesn't help the machine out. Right now it just jumped to 1,788 watts per hour just by messing with it. Now it's more reasonable. That 55 to 61. I think I'm going to actually leave it somewhere down here just to leave that testing going. All right, well, so now I'm just flipping it up to 5. I still have the speed on high. And I should be showing what it's actually going to do here. So 332 watts is what it's pulling. Dropped down to 3 hours. And then I think I'm going to set the camera down and check it in a little bit. All right, my machine has dropped down to about 19%. It's using about 369 watts per hour. So I started this about 1:15. It's about 3:15 now. So at this point, I'm not sure how much longer this is going to last. It was originally saying I had 3 hours. This is saying 25 hours. I think that's probably supposed to say 2.5 hours. Not sure. Okay, this thing shut off. It really shut off about 330. So running my air conditioning unit the way it was, it only lasted for about 2.5 hours. So I'm going to try a round 2 test. So at this point, I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to set this on. I just set it for low. Turned my machine on. My coolness setting is around at 4. So that's kind of like this air conditioning unit's low gear. Showing it at about, what is it, drop to 13 hours. It's drawing about 50 watts. I think I'm going to turn this up just a little bit to where it's drawing about 61 watts here in just a second. But this is really my round 2 test to see if we run it at a lower temperature, lower speed, how long it will actually last. Yeah, I put the speed on high, but I'm still leaving my temperature setting on about 4, hoping that this will last a while. Yeah, it's showing, it says 13 hours. I'm not actually going to run it for 13 hours straight, but we're going to get some tests. All right, so from here, it's showing I got 8 hours left. I've got 65% of the battery, still drawing 63 watts per hour. So based off my math, let's see, I started this portion of the test about 5 p.m. and then I'm going to shut it off around 9 p.m. So I ran it about 4 hours. Where I still have, so I used about 34% of the battery in 4 hours. So 4 hours times 3 would be 12 hours. It's a little over. It wouldn't really run 12 hours. It would actually run only about 11 hours based off of the math on this. So hopefully that will help some people out if you decide to use an EcoFlow Delta 2. I still say I like my EcoFlow Delta 2. It works pretty good. It's not the most expensive one out there, but not the cheapest, middle of the road for someone. But otherwise, it's a pretty good battery. All right, I guess that's about it. I really appreciate it if you subscribed. Hit the like button. If you got any comments or questions, throw them down below. All right, thanks.